I'd like to thank everybody for coming. We've been doing a lot of these lately, but I think that just says what an outstanding group that we've had these last couple of years, those that stuck it out through COVID, and those that trusted me like Ashley did. As you do these hours, I reflect back to like the beginning, and I remember setting up, it's like, hey, you know, Ashley. Actually, I first reached out to Coach Daniels, and I was like, I'd really like to talk to Ashley, and we set up this Zoom call. And I remember getting on Zoom, and she's kind of quiet, but we were just chatting and talking and things like that. And I was just kind of mentioning what I felt like, you know, I could do for her if she chose to start her career at Hartnell. But obviously, a lot of times I know many of the kids in the local community, especially on the women's side, are well prepared academically. And so it just kind of comes down to like, you know, do they have enough interest in the sport to continue on, and can they see themselves, you know, being a student athlete at Hartnell? You know, there's a ton of uncertainty, and it definitely, as the seniors were, you know, sitting around trying to figure out if they were even going to have senior athletics. Just to even wonder, well, am I going to do it at Hartnell? We don't have any answers for that type of stuff. But I assured her that what we were doing, I was explaining how I was keeping this group engaged, and that I had a vision for the future. That I knew, you know, Sofia was here, I was talking to Andrea, that if I could get them all here, we could do something pretty special. But I needed this little hidden gem from Gonzalez, who I'd saw run as, I think, a sophomore. If she was here, I think they would put together a pretty darn good women's team. And I think the trophies on the table speak for themselves. Her impact on this program, much like Sofia and Andrea, has been amazing. And like them, what am I gonna do without them? I've watched them become such close friends, which is also the other part of this whole experience. They end up spending time together beyond training, and that's something that I really value, because I understand how impactful this experience can be. You don't understand it now, you understand it in 5 and 10 and 20 years from now. They've heard me tell this story. My community college teammate became my best man at my wedding. You just don't know that those things are gonna happen. And I can see it down the line. You know, these ladies will be safe friends forever. They'll talk about these experiences, they'll talk about the guys that they ran with. And then hopefully as we get to this type of time in their life, that they go into the Hall of Fame, that they'll all come back. Hopefully I won't have too many gray hairs, but that they come back and they really talk about how this was such a great decision for themselves, especially at the end of COVID. That it turned out to be something very important, that in their life that they did, it gave them confidence, it assured them that they have ability as runners, and Ashley definitely has tremendous ability. We had huge goals this year. We're gonna talk about Danny here in a little bit. She trusted me saying, hey, there's this event called the steeplechase. You're gonna jump over stuff, you're gonna get wet, but I think you're gonna like it. And it turned into a great experience for her. She leaves as the 4th fastest ever. We definitely had the goal of breaking the school record, being a state champion, and I think that was definitely a possibility. You know, just in hindsight, I would go back and do things a little bit differently, but that's for me as a coach to try to get better as a coach for the next Ashleys, that I try to encourage to become steeplechasers, that I can do a little bit better for them. But it also taught her how to be resilient through injury. One thing that I was most impressed with is just how positive and how committed she stayed to that I'm coming back. It's just a matter of time. You know, it's not going to be forever. Maybe that goes to becoming a multi-sport athlete. Maybe she's had injuries in other sports and realized it's not forever. But when she came back, she was ready to go. Her teammates were helpful in making sure that she could do the best she possibly could at the end of the season. And it turned into a great ending, almost like a storybook ending. You know, one that I'll tell athletes that have injuries all the time, to say, don't give up hope. Just do what you need to do, and when you have the green light, you step on the gas again. I'm extremely proud of Ashley. I'm excited for her to represent us at Fresno State University. We haven't had somebody run for their program since one of my first years, Veronica Paredes from Salinas High, who was NorCal champion as well, who actually did the steeplechase a little bit, but I didn't coach her sophomore year steeplechase. She competed for the Bulldogs, and it's going to be really fun to see how Ashley takes her Hartnell experience and changes the Fresno State experience. She's going to be united with some community college athletes that I think can, you know, make some noise for Fresno State. I think they all have the ability to do that as a group, and then to hopefully continue to make new acquaintances and friends and make that part of your experience there as well. And she'll read what I wrote kind of as a promise, and it kind of includes some of the stuff that I talked about. But Ashley, just know that I've enjoyed coaching you. Thank you. And I'm very proud of you. Intent or anything like that, to just kind of make a personal commitment to their families and their friends and to everybody. So I've written a little something. Hopefully we'll fold this up, or mom and dad can put it away somewhere and forget about it. Graduation for Fresno State, open it back up and be like, hey, you did all that stuff.
Okay, so I, Ashley, hereby agree to continue to excel as a student athlete at Fresno State. I will aim to achieve all my running goals that I did not achieve at Hartnell, but now have the opportunity to do so at Fresno State. When I achieve these goals, I will set new, more challenging goals and leave my mark as a Bulldog. In the classroom, I will strive to build relationships with my peers and instructors while achieving the best grades possible. Lastly, I will make my family, Gonzalez, Hartnell, and all those that have helped me get here proud.
And then you gotta put your name there too. Yeah, this is calm one time. You've got 5 minutes. I know Ashley's not one to speak much. Maybe not. Maybe just around me. I don't know. But if you'd like to share what it means to have everybody here today with you in this experience.
I just want to say thank you. That's it.
That's kind of what I expected.
First, I want to say thank you to Coach C for bringing me out here. I wasn't really thinking about running at the beginning after high school, but you talking to me really convinced me to continue, and I'm really grateful for that. And also for bringing me out of my comfort zone when it comes to running. Honestly, if you told me that I'd be running like an 18 something or like a 19 compared to like high school, I would have never believed like my high school actually. So I want to say thank you to you first, and then I also want to say thank you to my family, all of my family, for always supporting me, always being there for me, listening to me when I needed it. Also to all of you guys are always supporting me, cheering for me. Yeah, and also for all the people that would pace me too. And thank you to all of you for supporting me.
Alright, Joe, what is it you want to say to your sister?
What I wanted to say is congratulations, and I hope you have a good time at Fresno because I feel like you really deserve it because all the adversity you've come through. And just like being your brother and seeing you work every day just raising motivation into being better. And I just hope you have a great season at Fresno.
Good,
so
man.
Congratulations.
Good, and you're gonna destroy anything she did, right?
Yeah, everything. I'm gonna do a steeplechase too, so.
Whew, that's alright. Well, hey, thanks for your time. That was good.